The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman Associate Head Coach and Running Backs Coach Mike Clowney. Mike, position previews bring us to the ball carriers today, and a running back core that on paper, you look at it statistically, you might think that, they got decimated. Probably not the case with guys coming back from injury last year. Antonio Wimbush, chief among them, first team All-SAC. I don't know if I've seen a guy rehab as hard as him. What's he done to get back from his ACL tear?
I mean, to watch him, what he's done coming off of that knee has been phenomenal. You know, a guy that he's Antonio Wimbush. It's kind of how we refer to him. You know, he comes in, it works, does everything the right way. He's done everything rehab that he can possibly do to get back to this point. And I honestly think he may look better than he did 2 years ago starting out.
I think Johnny Long posted a video of him squatting 500-plus pounds 6 months after having the surgery. What's that say about his mentality to kind of get a reset on his junior season?
You know, I think it speaks to his heart. You know, he's a kid with a great heart, and, you know, he wants to do everything that he can, you know, not just to be the best football player that he can be, but to honor God with what he does. I mean, watching him some last year, a player as good as he is, he really struggled with the injury because he wanted to be out, he wanted to be involved, he wanted to play. And so rather than pouting about it, you know, he found a way to make it work for him.
It's not just him, though. Plenty of other running backs return. Dimitri Salisbury got plenty of run last year in his absence, and a guy that, again, comes back from injury. You saw flashes from Marcus Williams, comes back from an ACL tear as well. What do you see from those two upperclassmen?
I mean, with Dimitri, just got an opportunity to play last year and make the most of it, so we're really looking forward to what he's going to be able to do. He's been a little bit nicked up this summer, so we haven't seen him as much as we like to. And then Marcus in the exact same category as Antonio. You know, Marcus worked hard to kind of get back from his knee. Marcus looks really good. The thing that's frustrating with him is he's doing the same thing as Antonio, and Antonio's just a little bit further than he is. You know, not that Marcus has done anything wrong, but Antonio's just an exceptional kid as far as doing that stuff. But Marcus, as far as, you know, coming back from his recovery, really looks really good. You know, just biggest thing with him is kind of tweaking a couple of things, stance and step, to get him back to normal, but has done a great job for us.
A couple of freshmen that showed flashes in spots, especially late in games last year. Drake McCowan, Sharon Jackson, how do they factor in 2018?
You know, Drake and Sharon are two guys we felt like were on the edge for us last year. You know, every game we kind of went into the game saying, hey, man, we're going to try to get you in, we're going to try to get you in, we're going to try to get you in. And it never really worked out, which I know was frustrating for those guys. But it's been exciting to watch them come in this summer and really be able to compete, to kind of take themselves off the fringe and get themselves in the lineup.
Who's a player that is new to the program that Carson-Newman fans can look toward this year for potentially some carries?
We've got a really good freshman class. One thing I told Coach Turner is, like, I felt like, you know, all of those guys can come in and try to help us as far as contributing. Right now, the two that's probably a little bit further along are Troy Dendy and Toot Johnson. You know, two kids that's got really good size, really explosive speed, and should give themselves a chance.
You bring up size and speed. What else sticks out to you about their games early?
For them being young, they don't really see a whole lot of pressure. You know, a lot of times you see young guys come in and their eyes get big with the lights, and they're two kids that are really hungry. You know, they get a chance to get reps. And it doesn't matter whether they're in the first group or the last group. A couple times I threw them in the first group just to see how they would respond. And, you know, they just kind of jump in and go. You know, they don't really feel any pressure at all. They just kind of respond to the situation.
Who else helps round things out to add depth at the position?
You know, Michael Paul, Hunter Davenport, and Payne. Those are probably the three right now that, you know, have to do a little bit of adjusting to kind of get used to the system. But if they'll continue to work and learn, they could get themselves a chance also.
Mike Clowney, thanks for the time. Good luck this year.
Thank you.
That's Carson-Newman Associate Head Coach and Running Back Coach Mike Clowney. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.